For the past 11 years, this has been Jose Valadez's happy place.
All I'm doing down here is just dancing and expressing myself.
And that's exactly why he was recently arrested.
The city is throwing citizens, law-abiding citizens, in jail for dancing.
I was dumbfounded just because I was in a public space.
Hey guys, this is SA210 Stopwatch. We're here downtown San Antonio. Came here to visit the Alamo. Hopefully they respect our rights to record or take photographs. Apparently in the past few weeks, everyone's having issues taking photographs or video near the Alamo. They assume it's protesting. We're just being free. We're just being free. We just want to take pictures and record. Yes, a few weeks ago there was a street performer that got arrested. They violated his rights. Everyone's seen the video. So we just want to basically do the same thing. We're not going to perform or break dance or anything. Of course, the gut don't let me do that, but we're just here pretty much being free, exercising our rights, take photographs and video, and being free to do whatever we want to do in America. This ain't Nazi Germany. Once again, it is what it is. They're pushing their policy. I know it's not law. They're pushing their policies, their rules on cannot record or protest or exercise your First Amendment rights at the Alamo. So we're here to see what's going to happen and hope for the best. See if they respect our rights. So we're going to stick around here for a while. I believe I got a friend or two coming as well. We're just going to take group pictures, group videos, and go from there. Oh, he's gonna close the Alamo. He's already setting up his barricades. Alamo. Yeah. It's free after 6. Yeah, come to the Alamo. Come to the Alamo. You'll see me. I'm smoking on these. I'm smoking on the side. I don't want to make it too. Nah. Hey, Owens just came out. I don't want to make it too obvious till you guys get here. All right. Hey, so as soon as you walk to the Alamo, instead of going in front of the Alamo, take a left. I'm on the side of it. I don't want to make it too obvious because I'm wearing a TIF hat. This is Texas Freedom Force hat. All right, bye. What's up, Mike?
What set you playing?
I was gonna get my gimbal. Got my gimbal. Hey, you see all the hole in there?
Yeah. Check it out. Dang, so it's like a spy pop. Isn't that cool? Yeah. And you can live stream with this. That's the main reason I got it.
Yeah, I saw you practicing on it.
Yeah. You connect it to your phone. Hotspot on your phone. Yeah, pretty badass.
I was gonna get my gimbal real quick.
Go for it.
Fucking hot, dude. It's humid down here. Hey, what you got?
And I'm not gonna write anything on me. I'm just gonna say
Back to blue.
Back to blue.
Back to blue.
Change it.
Get my gimbal.
So we're going down to the Alamo today. They have a problem with the First Amendment. They're telling people that they can't practice the First Amendment at the Alamo. They're arresting people for that. And well, we're going down there to do a little expression of ourselves. We got Ismail here, Corners News on YouTube, with a sign that says "Back the Blue." I think a message that we can all get behind. Certainly they shouldn't have a problem with that. But if they don't have a problem with that, then hopefully we'll show that they are not being viewpoint neutral in their restrictions of First Amendment speech in public places, traditional public forums, such as Alamo Plaza. So we're setting up today with him as the actor, expressing support for the police, and we're gonna see how that plays out. So my suggestion, and everybody opens to suggest, right? Let's get it together. My suggestion is that everybody that has a camera, split up and take different positions and try to remain hidden. And we don't want, if we can avoid them knowing that we're there doing what we're doing, that would be best. So we get a candid response and not a practice response for the camera. Right. Ismail, looking like he does. Take a look at him. He's a tourist from Laredo, and you know, basically I think you know, maybe his story is something like, you know, he's seen the police get a lot of heat here lately at the Alamo, and he's here to support them. All right. So he has a sign. Show me your sign. He has a sign that says "Back the Blue," a message that I think 99% of the people at the Alamo can get behind. So it shouldn't be too offensive to anybody. And our hopes is that you know, the Rangers don't say anything to him and let him do what he's got to do. If they let him do that, then afterwards we're going to have a question for them, and that is, why cannot a person dance, but a person can come out and say "Back the Blue"? Why can't a person come out and say "Don't cage our children," but another person can come out and say "Back the Blue"? But y'all are doing something to people that are saying "Don't cage our children." Y'all are pushing them off in the corner, but you're not messing with this guy. In the event that they tell him that he can't do that and he needs to go over to this First Amendment area that they're talking about, well, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come out and I'm going to be saying "Back the Blue" verbally, and let's see if they're going to try to stop that. So that's what we're doing. First Amendment area.
The fucking First Amendment area.
Oh, let me do another thing on your camera. What the fuck? With everybody in it.
All right.
I would suggest that you don't enter there until we set up, until I call you and tell you we're set up. All right. So let's get our positions. Where are we going to be? All four of us have a camera.
Yeah.
I know you're going to be doing production type shots, so you do whatever you want to do, but try to stay away from him until we get to that point.
Yeah.
And then, but us three are going to be the primary watching him do his thing, and then If I decide to come in, then of course, you know.
Well, I walk fast.
Once I come in and start interacting, you come up all you want.
Okay, cross the street, then go to the building.
Okay, I'm gonna go over there.
All the way around. Okay. You gotta split up.
Very good, bro. We'll see where the Ismail goes, I guess. Oh shit, y'all are right here.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Y'all want to be in it?
Back the blue?
Yes, sir.
How about bareback the blue?
That's the blue.
What do you think about that?
What's that?
Bareback the blue?
What's that mean?
Bareback the blue is like both people stripping down naked and just going raw dog. Like bareback the blue, like fuck the police.
They protect us. Why would you do that?
But how do they protect you?
They keep me safe.
Do you watch the news?
It's all lies. CNN's just a bunch of lies.
It's all lies, like when they kill and shoot somebody?
Yeah, they're justified.
Justified? The guy they shot in the back that had the taser, they were justified in doing that?
Yeah.
How is that?
He's not supposed to run.
Well, they're not supposed to be shooting people in the back that run either.
You disobey.
They're not supposed to be killing people that disobey either. This is America. We don't get a death sentence because we disobey a cop.
If he would have just obeyed, nothing would have happened. He would still be alive right now.
He would be alive if he obeyed?
Yes.
That's your justification for murdering somebody?
Yes. That's the way it's supposed to be.
That's your justification for murdering somebody?
Yes.
That the person didn't obey.
Right.
If he would have just obeyed, he would have still been living.
Correct. Yeah. This country is based on law and order.
But the police need to follow the law and need to follow order too.
No, they don't. They're supposed to enforce it to others, not them.
That's what they think. They think that they're just supposed to enforce the law and not follow the law.
That's why they went to school.
That's what a lot of them think.
They go to school to learn the laws.
But they don't know the law.
They do, yes. That's why they work there.
Then why is George Floyd dead?
Because
the cop got sentenced to prison.
he probably was on drugs.
You can't see that?
I mean,
What about that cop?
if he obeyed, he would still be alive right now.
Yeah, but they found Derek Chauvin guilty of murder. That was a cop that murdered someone. Is that the blue you wanted back?
He didn't murder. I think he was justified.
I'm sorry, you can say he didn't murder George Floyd, but a jury, according to our laws in this land, found him guilty of murder. They have spoken. Are you just ignoring juries now?
I think they were cop haters.
If you got arrested, would you want a jury trial or a trial by judge?
by a judge.
By a judge, not a jury?
No.
Why?
Because judge they work for the government, so they know all the laws. They're just.
What about Sandra Bland?
I don't know.
That's the girl that was smoking a cigarette and didn't put it out for the DPS trooper. And she ended up committing suicide, supposedly, in the jail. But the officer, who has since, by the way, been fired, and I do believe brought up on charges. You say back the blue, I say fuck the blue. So that's just, we'll have to agree to disagree.
Just to support them.
Here's what it is. I'm still waiting for you to tell me how a jury found Derek Chauvin guilty, but he didn't murder George Floyd. It's a jury. That's how our laws work.
The juries, I think they're not judges.
But the law allows them to judge a person, right? That's our laws allow a jury to judge a person. They're not judges, they're jurors, and they are permitted by law. They're charged with law to judge a person based on evidence, which is what they did, and they found Derek Chauvin guilty of murder. But you back Derek Chauvin? Because if George Floyd would have just complied.
If you put it that way, maybe he was just a bad apple.
Bad apple?
Maybe.
A bad apple that killed just one guy.
Yeah.
Derek Chauvin was a bad apple that just killed just one guy.
Maybe.
That's it. I mean, okay, you know.
Just one person.
Just one person.
Yeah.
We're killing more.
Yes.
Most of them are good. Just a few bad apples out there.
You got anybody out here supporting you back in the blue, no matter what?
Go back to blue.
I don't hear anybody saying they back the blue.
Go back to blue.
I back the blue.
You see?
All the way.
I say
You see?
fuck the blue.
No, I don't.
They're murderers. They're killers.
No, I don't.
They're murderers. They're killers. They're murderers.
If you obey,
Bear back the blue.
if you obey, nothing happens.
Exactly. Just like I know people
Bear back the blue.
get a bad apple.
He said, hey, if they don't kill, hey, yeah, I agree. If they don't kill me, I ain't worried about it.
I don't agree with all of them. Okay.
I didn't say, hey, I didn't say all of them.
Go ahead, Sharon.
I didn't say all of them. He says the blue includes Derek Chauvin, a man convicted of murder by a jury according to our law.
I don't back that guy.
Well, that's what I talked to him. You shut up.
We're here to enjoy this food.
I can care less.
It was just a bad apple.
I ain't talking to you. I wouldn't talk to you if you paid me. See the video, but you still need to know the facts, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that you see the video of something happening, but you got to see the police report
Of course.
to know what really happened,
Yeah,
right?
Police never.
Come on, man.
They would never lie on a report.
You're a fucking idiot. You're a fucking idiot. You just said you see the video, but you got to wait for the police report to see what the truth is?
Yeah. We need to know the story.
People like you, why people are getting killed by these bad cops?
Why?
Because these bad cops know that people like you are going to wait for the police report to come out and ignore the video and believe whatever they tell you.
I think there's just a few bad apples. That's the way I see it. Just a few.
Chauvin, bad apple?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't generalize the whole police
The
department.
trooper with Sandra Brand, bad apple?
I don't know.
You don't know about that one?
Maybe.
She should have been arrested. The only thing she did was refuse to put out her cigarette.
She didn't obey.
She didn't have to put out her cigarette.
If she had put her cigarette out, nothing would have happened to her.
True. If
Right.
she would have put out her cigarette, the cop wouldn't have hurt her.
Then?
But on that same token, she didn't have to put out her cigarette. What if a cop came up right now and said, you need to put the sign down? You gonna do it?
If it's a law, I have to. Yeah. Why not?
But it's not a law. You have every right to be out here with your stupid ass sign.
Yeah.
So if a cop came and told you to put that stupid ass sign down, you gonna put it down and comply? You gonna go home?
Yeah. Everything's
An
easier.
SAPD officer told a Mexican about 2 months ago to go back to Mexico. If that officer came to you, it's all over the news. It happened. And it's in his police report in case you're wondering. He did tell the Mexican to go back to Mexico. If that officer came and told you to go back to Mexico, assuming that's where you're from, would you just go back to Mexico and comply?
No.
Oh, wait, there's something you're not going to comply with if a cop tells you to do it?
Maybe that's another bad apple. Maybe. Or
But when the bad apple tells somebody to do something that they don't have to do as an American, you just got through saying that if the person would comply, they wouldn't die.
exactly. If you comply, everything's go easier.
What about those people that really don't care about the risks, that we stand on principle? And by God, if I'm allowed to do it, I'm going to do it. What about us? Are we stupid for not complying, for not stopping?
Should obey the law. That's what I think.
I should obey the law.
Right.
So if I'm obeying the law and smoking a cigarette,
Nothing should happen to
the law allows me to do that, and a police officer comes and tells me, put it out, when I'm allowed to smoke it,
It's giving you a lawful order. You have to.
I should follow it.
Yes.
And if that same officer told you, go back to Mexico,
I'm not
you ain't gonna do that, are you? Where are you from?
from here.
No.
Well,
No.
I'm from down south.
You're from down south.
Yeah.
So if he told you right now, go back down south now, what are you gonna do? Are you here with your family in
Yes.
San Antonio visiting?
Yes.
If he said, go back down south where you came from, and we'll let your family know they can catch up with you. Are you gonna go back down south like he told you?
I don't think so.
Something you're not gonna comply with. So you kind of pick and choose what people should comply with when police tell them to do something, right? Because you're not gonna comply with that officer if he told you that. But if he tells me to put out my cigarette and I end up dying because I don't, then hey, it's my fault. So if you don't go back down south and you end up dying as a result of not complying, it's cool, right? We should all just do nothing and say nothing. We should come out here with back the blue signs, right?
Back blue.
Fuck the blue. Bareback the blue.
We back the blue.
Bareback the blue. You guys know what bareback means?
Hey, I
Google
got
it.
young kids
Google
here.
it. I don't care. Just take your young kids somewhere else. You see what's going on here. That's not very smart.
You started this.
You got two guys here arguing, and you want to say something. That's not. I'll give you.
I'm gonna speak up because you're talking loud enough for
Yeah.
everyone to hear you out here.
I want
instead of
everybody-
having a private conversation with this gentleman because you disagree with him about back
This is
to
a
blue.
private conversation, so bye-bye.
You were talking loud enough for us all to hear.
You got great hearing. I can barely hear.
Okay, well,
I'm sorry-
I heard
I'm
how
sorry
you
that-
talking with in front of kids.
Right, I can't hear out of this ear, and I'm almost all the way deaf in this ear. Okay, from my military service, so I don't understand.
They're completely irrelevant. You're
Back the
hearing
I back the blue, brother. I got too many friends
I
who
can't
put
hear
their
a word
life
you're
on the
saying.
line on a daily basis to protect his tail too. So.
Even on the head,
probably something stupid, so he's just gonna excuse
Listen to your wife, man.
That's why he's wearing forward.
Hey, bro, happy life,
Take a
happy
picture
life.
yourself, bud.
Happy life. You learned that, youngster.
We ain't talking to you.
Happy wife, happy life. Listen to her, man. She's the only smart one in that bunch.
You are the biggest piece of white trash I've had the pleasure of seeing today. Thank you. I know you can.
Come a little closer so I can hear you.
No thanks. No thanks, because that kind of stench doesn't wash
Bye-bye.
off easy.
Bye-bye. You must be telling a stupid joke because you're smiling, laughing at yourself. Laughing at yourself, my man. Come on, stick around and tell some more jokes. It's just two guys arguing.
Back the blue.
It's nothing wrong. Jesus Christ. Well, are you mad at me?
No.
No? Okay. He's not mad at me. I'm not mad at him. I just talk loud because I can't hear.
Right. Me too. Back the blue. Back the blue.
Bareback the blue.
Back the blue.
Bareback the blue. COVID's over, bro.
Back the blue.
Where's your mask?
Back the blue.
Bareback the blue.
Back the blue.
Bareback the blue.
Order police. Back the blue.
Put the bad cops in prison. Give them 100 years for killing somebody instead of 20 years.
Back the blue.
Put him back in prison. How much time should you get for murder? Hey, let me ask you that, bro. If I put my knee on one of your children's neck, how much time should I get in prison? 20 years? 20 years life? Well, what about the blue? How many years should they get?
They were enforcing the law.
So they should get 20 years because they're enforcing the law?
Yes.
20 years for killing somebody? That's
they should get less
appropriate?
because they weren't enforcing the law. The other guy didn't obey.
You ever been on jury duty?
No.
I hope you never get on jury duty. You'll be another one of those suckers giving cops 20 years for killing somebody. You're the problem.
I'm not.
People like you are the problem.
I support the police.
You should support the police. We need police. But when cops murder, they should get more than 20 years.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
They're handing out 20 years for possessing some cocaine. So how can you give somebody 20 years for killing someone?
They're protecting him.
Because they're protecting him. Yeah. Protecting him by ending his life so he can't do any more bad anymore? Protecting him from himself? Because he's a bad dude, because he did some drugs? He did some drugs?
Yeah, drug addict.
Maybe he tried to pay for something with a fake $20 bill that maybe he got, maybe he didn't, maybe he got it by mistake. A lot of maybes, but one thing we know for sure, Chauvin is locked up 23 hours a day for the next 20 years or so. Good ones.
Get rid of the bad blue and other people stay out of the system.
Smart. Not me though. I'm all up in their business and idiots like this.
I'm not an idiot.
Bro, you just saying you're telling everybody black to blue no matter what, bro.
They enforce the laws. They protect you.
I get it, and we love them for that. We love them for that. Did you have something to say to me?
That's rude.
Yes, sir. She said she is rude to
You're
talk
fucking
to a
rude for
gentleman.
interrupting me.
To talk to a
You're rude for
gentleman.
interrupting me. You're rude for interrupting me. I'm having a conversation with this man, and you want to open up your big mouth. You're rude, as if I care. Where y'all from? Y'all from Texas?
Hell yes.
It's a shame. Shame.
Excuse me?
That is a shame.
Like
Look at you.
excuse.
Look at you. Did you fart? You saying excuse me? Did you fart or something? Burp?
That has nothing to do with this
I don't know. You saying excuse me?
Support the police. No, what that means
I beg your
in
pardon?
Texas, would you please repeat yourself with such a stupid statement?
I think that if you were allowing your
That's a stupid
you
statement.
married to her, you own her, or what?
lets me do
You own her? I think you letting your slave just open her mouth to anybody is disgusting.
You're a jerk.
That's your slave? Or is that your wife or what?
Thank you
Correct
for
me.
what
I'll
you're
call her by what she is.
Appreciate
If
you.
that's your wife, I'll just say your wife. Okay, allowing your wife to open up her mouth.
Have a good day.
All right, be a man,
I
dude.
apologize to you
Hey, be a man.
for our great state of Texas allowing such people to come in and correct.
Hey, be a man. Go get your bitch in check.
Thank you. Back to blue. BC bus back.
Hey, y'all get your bitches in check, man. Go back to your white settlement. Go. Bye bye. I'm not your friend. I look like you, but I'm not your fucking friend. Take your racist ass on down the road. Bye. Bye. Bye bye. Start walking. Listen to the women. Listen to the women.
Why are you out here trying to antagonize?
I'm sorry, sir. Your bitch talked to me first. I didn't say nothing to her. And now you're mad. And now you're all mad because I talk back.
Back to blue.
Remember my face. Next time you see me in public, don't talk to me. I'll hurt your feelings. I don't tolerate racist shit anywhere. Back to you.
What is this?
Just as stupid. You got a marker or something? We can change the message or something? Like maybe just all I'm saying is that instead of saying back all the blue, just say, back the good cops. Support the good police.
Most of them are good.
Something like that, but that's not the message you're sending, man. Right? I think we're good here. I think we've proven our point. They're not coming out to try to stop two people actually engage in some shit, right? So I think we're good. Hey, do you want to tell us why y'all aren't making us leave? You're gonna have to atone for what you're doing to other people. You're gonna have to answer the question why you're not making us leave, but you're making other people leave. The reason I'm asking is because I'm going to convince one of these people you've arrested to sue you personally. You know you don't belong to CLEAT. You'll have to hire a lawyer to represent you or you'll lose. And you probably don't got much, but anything you ever get, if we win, we'll take. Keep your hands off of people, Owens. You either throw all of us out or you don't throw anybody out. That's my point. I don't have a problem with you guys throwing people out, but you can't throw one person out and not throw me out. especially when they're Mexican and I'm white. I don't care what color you are, it does not change what that looks like. But they have no problem coming across and handcuffing this Mexican dude for dancing.
We can take a time.
Yeah, so that's why we were doing. I'm sorry if I cussed and y'all heard it. I'm sorry. It needed to happen.
They went all the way across the street.
We're all
and
documenting it. So.
Said someone couldn't be here expressing themselves.
That's why we did this. It's a traditional public forum. Everybody should be able to
say anything.
Right back to blue. Still. You know, cops kill people.
Good job.
All right, let's go, man. Fuck the blue.
I want to just let you know that that was all an act. And I'm very sorry that you had to endure what was going on. There is a very good reason for it. I'm a well-known civil rights activist. I don't think you're racist. All right, nobody thinks you are. And everything I said, I deeply apologize for.
You called me an ugly name.
I know, Mom. And I'm really a nice guy.
And I'm not his wife. Actually, they're brother and sister.
And you know what? When I'm acting like that, it just doesn't matter. Y'all just happen to be the ones to happen to get into that. Alamo security guards came out and arrested a Mexican guy a few weeks ago. He's a performer here. He's been doing it for 10 years. He draws a crowd of 50 to 100 people. He has a very family-oriented show. He dances, he does things that are funny, and he tells about his life. They came out and arrested him for trespassing on the grounds that all of this here is private property owned by the Alamo, and they told him to leave, and he said no. And so they arrested him. So I came out today. They said no, I quote, no, there's no free, your First Amendment has to take place way over there. So I came out today. This is my good buddy. Where you at, Ismail? It's my good buddy Ismail.
He's
my good buddy Ismail.
Sorry about everything.
He's an activist as well.
We figured it was an activist.
He's an activist as well. And basically what we were trying to do was show that, and I went over and told the guards over there, why aren't y'all coming out and telling us to leave and trying to arrest us? We don't have a family-oriented show. I'm out here offending everybody, and that was necessary. Because we couldn't just be out there talking privately.
Where's this film going to be?
On YouTube.
I told you.
Your faces will be blurred out if you like. We can blur your faces out. The conversation will be there.
I don't know any of these people.
Okay. And people, of course, they know.
Right there.
Yeah.
So they know what we do.
So what
they
do we
know
search
it's an
for
act.
on YouTube?
So actually, when they see you guys walk up, and when you say something, I say something back, the viewers are going, "Oh no, poor people," you know, because they know what we're doing. And I'm so sorry again.
You're fine.
You guys are adults. I figured you could probably take it, and I was hoping y'all would still be around
I
after.
promise you.
I don't doubt that you're good people at all.
We're
you
good, loyal Texans that when that starts being questioned, that gets close to crossing the line.
So just to help you understand a little bit, I needed to cross lines out here because if they're arresting
You
the
may
guy,
have needed to cross the line with them. You did not need to cross the line with us.
well, crossing the line with you guys is crossing the line with them. I'm trying to get them to. I'm trying to show that.
What you did was personal to my wife and my sister.
And I apologize.
That's crossing the line.
And I apologize. If you had came running after me,
If we had
I would have
kept
ran away.
walking, we wouldn't have known that.
I know.
No, then
yeah,
the police
right,
officer
right.
would have come out there.
Yeah, you know, look, man. If you would have ran at me, I would have ran away, and we would have ceased everything, and some other guys would have got with you and told you what was going on.
And he would have got
And you
arrested.
I probably no.
And I promise you, I don't have the money to bail him out.
Nope.
So
in a
You would have
situation,
chip
in a situation like that, you know what? In a situation like that, if you took something out and chunked it at me and hit me in the face and bloodied me up, I would not press charges. That's not part.
Welcome to San Antonio.
What
We're
you
just
do
looking for the
with this
river
man,
walk.
who is part of it, is different than what you do with total strangers.
Well, I have to provoke them to come out and arrest me, or show the world
I'm just saying
that I can be.
You crossed a lot of lines.
I can be totally offensive and cross the line, and they won't come out and even tell me to stop. But they'll come out and arrest you.
I understand
If
what
you
you're
dance.
doing, but I'm just saying what you said to total strangers is too much.
It is. I know it's too much for some folks.
It's too much.
Anyway,
for me.
I apologize, guys. You have a good rest of your night.
Thanks for the apology.
Feels good. It feels good to engage in the protection of freedoms in that using that method, right? It's just a method. It's one of many methods a person could use. I enjoy using that method because what everybody experienced is there were not just Ismail and me exercising our First Amendment. There was a whole crowd of people exercising their First Amendment. and everybody walked away happy. Well, not so happy for some people, but nevertheless, you know, you can't get into a verbal showdown and then go away and cry because you lost, because you picked a verbal showdown with the wrong person, somebody that's a little better at it than you. So, oh well, sore losers.
Bear back the blue.
Like, what are you doing?
Just
supporting the whole
but
thing?
that's not park police though.
That's APD.
Who is it? I'm just trying to see who it is. I can't. Oh yes. He's all right, man. He's all right. He's all right. You're all right, man. Did you hear what we just did? We went over to the Alamo and on our friend Ismael here from Laredo. He has a back to blue sign. So he was out there for a little bit. Rangers didn't say anything to him, and you know they've been saying no First Amendment over there. Oh yeah, dude. They're on video telling the performer this is all private property, and park police even gave him a trespass warning and told him you can be in here as long as you're not doing any free speech. There's a First Amendment zone. So we came out, First Amendment, right? But then I walked up and started questioning his sign, and we started getting into it. Then some pro-police people, like one lady and a group of guys texting people, man, full texting with the beard and the skinny white and Texas hat. The lady says, what did she say? You're an idiot?
Yeah.
You're an idiot. And I said, you need to shut the fuck up. And then her dude was like, hey, and I'm like, hey, control your bitch, man. I wasn't saying nothing to her. She opened her mouth. Now you mad? Fuck that. And then she was like, come on. And I'm like, listen to your bitch, man. Listen to her. She's the only smart one in that group. Get your racist ass out of here. Oh, we're not racist. And I'm like, are you from Texas? Yeah, we're from Texas. And I'm like, it's a shame. You're giving Texas a bad name. Look at you. Look at you walking away. Anyway, the point was that we were actually out there engaging in two types of free speech, and one of us was being highly offensive. And the guards never came out and told us to stop. But they come out and throw handcuffs on like the street performer, and you know the guy that break dances and shit?
I'm not even sure, like I said, I don't even work this area.
Oh, there's a guy that comes down, he's been coming out for about 10 years, and he break dances, and he has a very family-friendly show. Yes, but dude, the park rangers came across the street and put handcuffs on him one day. Park police told him to take the handcuffs off, but they were trying to arrest him for trespass. But he was out doing it again, and the park police came and trespass warned him. But they won't come and tell me to stop. So my question is, what's the difference? The only problem I got is either you tell us all to leave, or you let us all stay. You can't tell one to leave and not the other, just because you don't like the message or whatever, right? You know that, man.
It's all over you too, man.
All right, Katrina.
Hey, be safe.
Dude, I think this is going to be a really good video. Some of us will have some good shots of some things. Some of us will have good shots of other things. You know what I mean? So if we can all, that camera and this one is mine, so I'll take care of making sure y'all get that video and vice versa, whatever.
Yeah, I'll upload it on the drive.
I think this needs to take priority, right? Over anything else we're doing. It's going to take priority over what I'm doing. The fact that you can exercise your First Amendment there, and it's not a matter of they're not coming and stopping us because they know who we are. Because I don't have any special permission to be out there doing that any more than what that performer does, other than the U.S. Constitution and the Bill of Rights. So, and we both enjoy that.